clean, everything looking good, but there's something in the water. We had a Nats that was such a vintage performance, but that's all aside for now. Team Liquid going to be starting out on that attacking side, and of course on the other, G2 need to look locked in here today.
Yeah, G2 doing a lot of work to clear out any late wraps, any late lurks going in, but what it means for G2 is with 2 players on the flank, this retake is going to be fairly weak coming out of spawn, and Team Liquid are set up with 3 players eyeing this choke.
Looking at the timing, maybe they get the pinch right, but it's actually Leaf to go down first. Allows them now time to worry about that flank. The trip's been broken, the eye should turn, and suddenly all this pressure feels a little bit segmented. It's not having the same impact. Oh, Nats might be
on the Viper, now on the signature Cypher too. But really in this round, I think Team Liquid choosing to fight 5 players on site, looking so much. This jawgemo stepping down into mid here.
Trying to be aggressive, assertive, and it might be rewarded. It is! Back-to-back damage, looking for a third, and he actually might get out with his life. No trade, no punish. It's Nats to try and claim at least something back with a pick towards Leaf.
Now look at this, once again, G2, 1 player on the flank, now looking for the retake. Coming into the site, jawgemo's already found 3.
Yeah, this time he's not letting this one slip. It's all down to Nats in a 1v4. Pexa down middle.
They're walking down into mid, and Jaw is going to find 5 players. G2 can heat up on this flank and try to potentially pinch in, except that Team Liquid have already found the timing with Jaw falling down.
Okay, this is going from bad to worse here. Nats is holding the flank as well. He knows where everybody is. The original icon is still doing this sort of work. Trent irrelevant.
Single from Keiko. He can see if you pop over into the corner. That is gorgeous. It's just a fantastic times now that G2 are grouping up very heavily, trying to fight around jawgemo. Spotting that out, dodging, getting free entrances into the site.
Yeah.
Has every round just been an open site?
So far, it kind of felt a little like it. There is a fight back in the form of Leaf, at least. The rest, again, clearing this deep flank, but I like this reposition from Liquid, pushing through the extremity, but Jaw is still around it, so he can backfill that a little bit.
Jaw's going to be pretty critical if G2 are going to have a chance here on the eco.
If you're Liquid, you've got to be wondering, where the hell are they? They've got to get moving, and valyn's done really well. paTiTek goes down, and suddenly you're starting to get a bit more nervous on the side. Jaw appears. We said he was critical, and he is, but the one man still standing.
Speed up into the A side or reset back into that lurk.
Like this.
Beautiful.
I really like that. Camo, patience pays for Team Liquid here. Smoke gonna go in, and it's gonna force G2 to... you kind of feel like you have to commit to this.
They're already flooding.
They have to go for it. He's seen him. He's absolutely seen him. JonahP gonna find Nats, but it's kamyk to instantly trade out. He was spotted early. But do they know about this man? jawgemo's still here. It's labored. It's not pretty enough.
First shot, knock Trent out of it. And even once Nats is lost, Team Liquid, okay, Camo hunts down the 1 player into short. And yeah, resets to...
And now we get back to business.
Love the change of pace from Team Liquid this round. Getting it quickened, it's Nats with the operator. Okay.
It's not the first time you're going to see it, and it probably won't be the last. And you probably wouldn't expect him to outdo Jaw, but this time he does, and kamyk very aware of the angle.
Hold on now.
But JonahP, cleaner with it, controlling towards middle.
Trent the only A player right now, and it's just a Sheriff in hand, but Valyn's got a hero rifle, Jonah's already gotten one with the Guardian, and there's some pretty hefty ultimates for G2 to try and convert this numbers advantage.
Okay, they're building. Nats here, gonna get the ult. He can go back down towards Sewer.
Oh, that ultimate is gonna try and push players into Leaf, who sprinted up into window.
It makes no difference. I know. Like, they can pause on this one. They're gonna get the info on the ult here unless Leaf moves now, and he... Oh! How the heck did they get away with that? Nats was almost dead. It looked almost so likely, but paTiTek finds some space on the side. Valyn on the side swing takes him down, and suddenly Liquid are being held at the door. They're not getting the access they want, but Nats still alive, an operator in hand. Let's see. Nats, is this like the game against Sent? You've been spotted. Uh-oh, Keiko's unraveling the crossfire. JonahP and Trent lean on, but they do like to go for these explosive B approaches with this sort of thing, and it looks like, once again, they're at least implying this early.
Yeah, that smoke to teleport into, Jet can dash into the site. We'll see how aggro we're getting. Look at that with the Bucky. Already trading 1 for 1, and Team Liquid are still in a warpath. Keiko diving in towards C Link, but Trent has done well to slow this hit down.
Trent's done exceptionally well. He's kept them this B site. He's kept them in the numbers game. He's kept them in a man advantage. He is the hero that they needed right now, and he might have to still keep going. kamyk and paTiTek alive here. They can hit the pause button for a second.
Big drone.
Yeah, but they don't get much off it, sadly. They're looking for almost a slam dunk. They're going to force the swing. Uh-oh,
beautiful.
What the hell? They're making it work. jawgemo going to strike back. It's all on kamyk in a 1v1. Operator for Jaw. He's got his ult as well, as does kamyk. But again, in these situations, how does this unfurl? kamyk Going walkabout's completely unknown. jawgemo took the TP out and back now towards 8. Smoke close and away we go. Nat's trying to navigate through middle, but still, it's all going to be held down by G2. They got bodies here. This feels like it's falling flat, and it is. G2 making light work of Liquid. This doesn't look threatening at all.
Oh,
you didn't see
Keiko.
Nats. Guess where he is? Right behind you. Good luck, Keiko. Have fun, kamyk. You're not going to do a thing here. G2 have elevated in the last couple of rounds. And kamyk can try and make it look good for the scoreboard, but that'll be about it in a 1v4.
Really strange right now. Team Liquid going for an ult play back in link.
This is wild. Kamo straight away takes away Leaf. It's pacey. But G2 have been good in this sort of chaos. They've kept up with this. But it's a lot of players in a very awkward situation. Jaw is surrounded. He wants to fight out. jawgemo will knock back away, and maybe he should have, but he couldn't. G2 still staying in this with 3 standing, but the C site is lost.
It's a 3v3 right now. Valyn has an ultimate. There's fighting garage. This determines everything. JonahP opening it up now can call in his teammates to ult back into the site.
And there it is. Ult comes in. kamyk was ready. This was nice. 25 HP. We've got to know that that space could have been occupied. JonahP is on the money now. G2 looking so much better.
That was wild. Team Liquid just blow open the round, but again, it's JonahP finding those kills. It's
G2, but let's see. Already very well. No, this is gonna be so sick. This is so sick. Look at the pour on of Util. They put it right through the blender. kamyk the onto really draw blood though, and G2 fighting it out. It felt like Liquid had the read, and it didn't matter for a moment.
How on earth did TL only get the one? Their utility was genuinely perfect. We're gonna have to wait to the replay because I thought they had absolutely everything they needed.
Oh, that's gutting as well. That's a wind out of your sails, right, for G2. You're grinning, right? You just got...
Hold on.
Yeah. Keiko? No way were you going to make that anymore. He's made it doable, though. He's brought it down to a 1v2. Trent and Valyn suddenly having to really focus up.
Valyn's on 10 HP.
Oh my god, the timing.
Camo's still gonna
The
jash.
timing. Trent. And looking like they are really on the money. This is dreamy. But can they even make it hurt now for Liquid? They have the better guns on the Liquid side. They should have everything they need, but once again, into this retake scenario.
A lot of good utility for G2 to play with. Multiple flashes for this fight into garage and the teleport out with an early kill. G2 can now fall back into long because there's no smokes.
Yeah, that was just profound aggression, and it works wonders, leaving just Liquid, as I said, down to 4, struggling uphill. G2 making it hurt, turning the screws. As paTiTek gonna face the music on 23 HP, and kamyk by his side, but how are you meant to deal with this? You can't. You know you can't. Time is going to be going, and Leaf, a little unlucky on the time, but it doesn't matter. They're going to make it to 11 on this round. This is more than the first nail in the coffin. This is the gateway to the map, pretty much.
That is just brutal. I mean, how many flashes do G2 have just continually fighting into garage? kamyk.
Is their prized possession?
Right walk.
Well, that's bold from paTiTek, and it's labored, but it's got the job done. Leaf is removed. Now
You've just got,
towards A.
yeah, you've got Nats playing up towards Heaven, trying to get a kill off the trip, but there's too much utility to break the trips. Yoru is just unfair, easily dealt with the flood coming in quick.
Yeah, they've got to make this one work, though. paTiTek going to put his life on the line for it. Pressure starting to mount now. Nats dives in, head first. He takes the fight, but Trent again in these critical, almost full util left here. And then he goes for that play out of from Sewer, the spike. God, awful position. When comes in, it wasn't this round, but Jaw with that ult is going to be an issue, right? He's got that stinger nice and close as well. Any America's hands looks good. Keiko doesn't want to leave this, but he's going to have... Oh, his team's... Nats saved him! I thought he was dead for sure. Surely Keiko was going to die there, but no. But now panic stations, utilities coming in, a dash to the side, counter ult. It's an absolute mess. kamyk even taking down Camo, and JonahP putting them in their graves. What the hell has just happened? I couldn't tell you. But paTiTek and kamyk, the only two alive, split on the map, but an opportunity beckons, takes away Trent. Now we've got to see a response from Patty too. He's got to take some space here, but look at JonahP's position.
Oh, yeah.
It is stunning. Offsets the time, wins the fight. He's basically won him the round. kamyk's going to have to go nuclear in this. Util pour-ons there, and they're not going to engage with him.
Back up.
Look at this.
It's not going to happen.
and I don't think I saw a single one of those kills, all through smokes. Right, redemption in this one. Liquid need to do it now, or it might be never. Already a 2-for-1 trade out, and G2 straight up with the upper hand. Somewhere try and find something, I guess, lower percentile. Whoa. That's not going to do it. G2 looks so in the driving seat here. Nats and Keiko, yeah, probably some of the two heavy hitters from this team. People have looked at these two as the ones to be able to bring them back to the forefront. Jog did not.
Like not too difficult. Two players going to jump in for TL.
But I'm looking at this flank as well for Camo. That lack of Sentinel will be a factor. He can get behind them fast. But can Liquid hold down the side? Kamyk getting a little baited by that one, but blinded as well. Little to be done. paTiTek and Nats spinning on a dime. Liquid this time making it count. Trent a mile away in the flank. But it's very indicative that this A approach is happening now.
Yeah, it's tough for TL because I think they overthought it a little bit, rotated over into C, didn't think G2 would do the same thing 3 rounds in a row, but they have.
Waiting as Keiko can get out from this as well. Yeah, nice. Nats still playing around on the side too, turns the flash, but he can't get some full safety. Wait, hold on, he's still alive, and Liquid flooding back on the side. G2 just depending, banking on Camo. This is really dangerous. This could be a lost Vandal here, but do they check? They absolutely do. Very diligent from G2, punishing these positions that have worked well for Liquid.
Still, they don't want to overcommit into this B side. Team Liquid are here again, so quick to move on the map. But it does mean they leave their C site a little weak, their A site weak too. So now that the ultimate comes in from jawgemo, he's going to realize that it's a very passive setup from Team Liquid on C.
Yeah, still holding towards Waterfall, still holding towards CT. I don't know how much Jaw's going to see. Gets, he commits! Outrageous, goes for it on towards Keiko. I guess he had to at that point, but traded in. Now they can start fighting back towards the site. They're going to clear through site itself, excluding Trent. And you can't forget about Trent, but it's JonahP up in the feed, waiting for a victim. Was not outdone by valyn. And again, G2 on these bonuses, well, not even bonuses, half
they
buy.
Use this clone to break the tripwire in the choke, but again, Team Liquid have a couple of guys here to stop them.
Yeah, we saw that heavier emphasis towards C, towards that B site, leaving just that one-man Camo over towards A. G2 trying to just brute force it, I guess, have to respect the util again. A good little stall, 20 seconds. Flank potential. They were towards C, didn't go CT.
They're gonna go
through door, and they're gonna run it. They have to, I guess. They were getting no luck towards that B site, but they're running low on time. It's a little bit deadly. They don't have the full information, but they have to take a gamble.
It's a brilliant call from valyn, realizing the fast rotate from Team Liquid, but check this out. JonahP stepping forward into stairs. He gets the first kill, but shut down quickly by Camo.
Nice trade there. Not going to let that get too far, but man advantage still with Liquid. Very deep post plants. Look at the util they have. Trent going to have util. Leaf has util. valyn can play a little closer, play a little further forward.
That's going to be such a problem from this space, though, and valyn doesn't clear him away.
And away you go, the salvos, but Nats! Look at a little vintage again, but time. Leaf can buy time. He does need to go nuclear, and the stance there. They're just running him down. Go this deep. They've never gone this far. Yeah, Leaf's in trouble. They disrespected Camo once more. Now slow down and held back. Trent and JonahP with the revenge. Get the trades and get the man to the good and punish this aggression.
Now G2, they still got a minute and 10 seconds, and they've left jawgemo towards C. This is something they love to do. His TP isn't very deep, it's just to send him, a little bit back towards sand. They can wait for this re-aggro into mid. Nats is going to get the trade on through, but still, now G2, realizing that TL maybe overextended a little bit, can move back into jaw.
So they know where both players are now, right? They know where Nats is, they know where Keiko is. Jaw doesn't need to do too much, right? You just kind of hold the space you got, make sure you facilitate that cross, get that spike in safely.
It's a good angle.
Wait. Keiko's still on for this one. Yeah, he is! Keiko takes away Jaw, the safety net now removed. He's starting to feel a bit more threatened here. Has Nats closed in already? Is he on the flank? Where the hell have they gone?
And Keiko puts the smoke in center sight, so again, he could be moving around. He could be trying to flank. Sticking this plant here is risky.
It feels really unnerving, right? Your palms getting a little sweaty. Trent still close to sight. Same with valyn. They're not taking too many risks. And there's no reward that time. But can Nats again clutch up here? valyn on the other side. Plenty to play with. Sure. Going runabouts, having a wander, having a go at things.
Was baby door broken for him? That's nice.
That B site is looking absolutely vulnerable. Leaf going to try and set this up and really secure it. This is going to be an absolute muddy round. paTi's just going to go in for it. Trent's going to find Kamyk. Good luck finding any of these kills. Leaf, Jaw, all in unison, and in the chaos, G2 looking composed. And Liquid left once again in a similar scenario. Not forced away. Keiko actually decides to take matters into his own hands, and I kind of like it. Sometimes you've got to call up your own number. It is highly risky, but he's won them a fight on an extremity. We do see them now exploring towards this B site. They still have Leaf on the other side, so it's certainly not without an idea.
Look
oh my
at Camo
God.
spot right in
They
the corner.
clear
No
it,
one's
right?
ready
They
for
clear
him.
it, right? How are they letting Camo get away with that? Two big kills, and suddenly Liquid looking like they're back with a sign of life here. And now just Leaf, who's been identified.
That is a nice setup. You never expect Neon just sitting in your corner with a drone going forward. But too much pushing against him. Team looking out into A, I love it.
Nice, because Nats is in actually a whole lot of trouble. He's going to try and run this side. There's no escaping it, looks like, but he's found a pocket to play from. And it's Camo to take away jawgemo. But madness on the site itself. Plant is not secure. Nats is still here. He's been left with this site. He's in control of it again. It doesn't matter the number or the odds. He's always good for it. Nats is out. But it's been a while since we've seen it so regularly, but back into the things here. 6-5. G2 still at the door, but a good adaptation from Liquid after these timeouts, but it's pacey here from G2. Trent could be in trouble. They focused on fighting towards CT, but they've left a gap here. Trent trying to stay alive. How are they doing this? There's 4 players from Liquid on the site here. Trent's still standing. I have no idea how.
Just a mess of a round. Trent now calling in his teammates to get back into the site, using a side smoke for that, and he finds the opener.
Trent's been good in all the chaos before as well. kamyk and Nats trying to navigate a 2v4 is not easy. He's still got a little bit of util to play in, but it's not much, and trying to disrupt that deep post plant, brutal.
Last player.
Yeah, you can see as to why. It's right. Okay, we're going to be in straight for a brawl, apparently. Leaf, how are you looking so calm under all that? Just walks in, takes 2. Now I'm out, boys.
Manage with them. Very fundamental gameplay. What it does mean is it offers a lot of space to the attackers.
I'm okay with it. I think G2 know, what space is given, how they want to approach it. Leaf, trying to find a little bit of gap to play from, and he's actually done really well in this reposition here, and he can kind of check. No one slipped through. No one's now trying to sneak in towards B. I'm good. He's just checking. He's just making sure, but...
Hold on.
Okay, but now the timing. Speaking of that...
He slipped in.
Just after Leaf checked this. Oh, that's gutting. Okay, that's going to be heard. That's an additional body towards CT.
They're going to stall the plant for the kill.
It's fine, it's fine. Keiko going to find JonahP and get them that security through Waterfall to be able to focus towards CT, but there's a flank on the way, and Keiko makes an absolute meal of it. It's Nats and paTiTek now feeling a little bit surrounded, and rightly so. Leaf on the swing, can't do it. valyn looking like...
And G2 responding very nicely with a flank of their own. And it's not super common that you'll see G2 go for a lot of early fights. With the Bleach Sun especially on this map of Lotus, a lot of times they'll hold on to that ability for, stalling out your hits.
In these sort of rounds. Again, it was some of the main rounds they won from Haven. This time, Camo gonna start things off with a bang. Takes away Jaw, but Leaf controls that B site. No one's slipping through here for paTiTek.
Door open, trying to push into Jonah. He's got the Guardian, so time to flash and fall back into sight, calling the reinforcements.
He looks good though. He doesn't look like he's gonna be swamped here. He does. Re-peek into Nats, maybe. A little bit of a wake-up call. You can't take this too lightly. And they've wrapped the site, trying to gap close towards stairs. Handled again. It gets dangerous because of this. Camo starting to hit some shots.
I got Spike.
1 minute to play with. Spike is in hand. He's going to need 4 kills in total to make this one doable. And valyn could be anywhere.
He hasn't found a gun either.
Spike planted.
He is not. But that Sheriff rang true, and it might be ringing again. He gets around the corner, paranoia primed. He does the dance, he gets away to safety. Another step, Camo looking back.
Camo here. Again, his whole team dies if he doesn't get that kill. They're all stunned, but he got in front of it.
One enemy remaining.
Then after bringing it into the one-on-one, he was pounding his desk. He was not pleased. His door opens, everyone's stunned.
Oh God, door's
Look,
not stuck. It's gonna be stunned. Is there any way out for them? It's Camo to take down JonahP. So actually, Liquid standing tall for now, but G2 looking a little bit tricky on this one. I like it, trying to get under their skin.
Camo steps up to be the hero in another round. But Team Liquid in a tough spot. They don't have a lurk, they don't have much space with G2 holding the fort down. Good shot from Keiko. Will equalize.
Leaf, he was just about to walk away, but he's now going to have to keep this in mind, right? Valyn's got Nats. Valyn is in the smoke. Valyn is in the smoke. Someone, please don't let Valyn get away with this. He's such a cheeky little player. He'll take those high risks. And Liquid looking like they're stalled out here. Yeah, they're pausing for a second, waiting for that util to come back up. But why do I feel G2 are a bit naughty about this one? The timing might just be right. Valyn got caught looking away, it felt like, but Trent's still standing, as is Leaf. Numbers could be an issue now, down to a 2v3. And Leaf's recovered an absolutely prized possession. And they're not looking this way at all. Surely someone's going to keep an eye on this at some point. How close can Leaf get? Okay, Keiko's having a glance now. Shoulders it for a second. Got to have some distraction. Help him out here. Trent's the one to find it. Trent to try and clear the corners here, but the likelihood, the chances are starting...
You need to have solid closes on rounds like this.
Double back towards C after hearing that Teo drone. You show a little bit of presence towards A. Oh, okay, they've been almost over-awarded. George looking lost or like a little
Go
out.
into the C-pop here.
Nice read. And very disciplined from Nats there. It's not once maybe the temptation to take that space early would have obviously been there, but again, I liked it, waiting for everyone to come over.
10 seconds left.
No. We're going to be able to plant, right? We're not going to be stalled out, right? You can see them there like, guys, do not let Waterfall go any other way than ours right now. Let me get that spike down and then we can talk, but they're all going to come down and keep G2 at bay.
Wow, Team Liquid throwing everything into that. The firing squad for Waterfall. Now G2 on the approach.
They're up by Raph though. This is really risky. G2 clearing house. G2 break down the door. Trent. Oh my God, he's a lucky boy today. They were. Oh no, kamyk. He's just walked into his death. JonahP on the punish. It is traded by Nats, but they're feeling desperate, and desperation reeks throughout this. Jaw gonna find paTiTek just wandering away. What is this?
What's going on? There's fights on two fronts, and G2 are winning everywhere. Kamo gets the spike, but he has to be a hero for the team. He gets the burst. Kamo staying alive here, baiting out shots, but now it truly is him against the world.
1v3. They know where you are, and they're closing in. G2 wanting to put Liquid in their graves as Kamo tries to shift around. 2 on one side and 1 on the flank. You give him a 1v1 though. You're playing a risky game. You've got to tighten up here, because Kamo could absolutely do this, but Nerve's starting to play a factor, you can see it. Trying to toy with the time, and he's got the angle now, hold on. Valyn joins up, and they double swing! Match point coming in, and Jaw wants to go for a walk. Takes himself forward, and he's not alone. You're rarely alone with G2, it looks like. They all swing, and they take a stand. Valyn willing to brawl out on it, takes out paTiTek too.
2 kills there is just unbelievable. Team Liquid having to use the Teo drone to re-clear this just to secure the spike. And G2 were set up in front mid. They could pinch these players trying to rotate.
I kind of like that. Do they go for the pinch on it? The timing's everything. It's good. They're at least going to get another on this one. They're keeping the man up to the good here, and they get the information to boot.
And you're looking at this retake. JonahP's stun's going to be coming back. Jaw's got full utility. G2 have all the pieces with the scouting too of the dimensional drift to get things going.
Man, G2 on the verge, on the precipice, it feels like, of punching in that 12th round, but still, Nats and Keiko gonna need to go big. Nats tries to get techie with a little slippery towards the smoke. Keiko! Liquid, do or die time. All on the line now, and it's not been a pretty half so far. Why does this position feel like it's gonna work? Oh, of course it does!
Because it is!
Oh, jawgemo draws first blood.
And look where JonahP is too with the rolling thunder ready. If they try to exec out here, they're gonna get killed.
What are the options? What are the options? That will help. Leaf gonna go down, but now the pressure starts to mount. Nats in position, trying to hold that back line. Finds his fight and takes down the man. But Trent with a fight back in towards site. Spike now loose. kamyk and Nats called upon. And all those moments for Nats, they were great to get them here, but they may all be for nothing. They bait him in. G2!